good.
Well, actually, right now the Catholics, because of all the crap they pulled all those, through all those centuries, you know what I'm saying? They're actually trying to keep themselves in check a little bit, and don't think they're not wanting to go. Okay, you can fight right back and have another crusade.
Shh! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, shh. We don't want.
I mean, honestly, the Catholics in Ireland haven't stopped fighting. I mean, that shit's still going on.
Yeah, I know.
I think everybody thinks they're doing the right thing. You know?
Oh yes, of course.
Oh, they all do. Sure.
I mean, everybody thinks they're right.
Yeah. I'm looking at Vice News this morning, man. I gotta say, Ukraine. I'm just gonna read some headlines. Russia flexes its military muscle as Ukraine troops flee across the border. Let them run, you idiots. Let them run. And then we got Afghanistan.
They regroup. Let them run. You take them out.
Oh, right. You let them run. You get them about 300-400 yards away. You have a good military sniper sitting on a hill, and pow! It's amazing what a 50 caliber and a well-trained sniper can do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't run.
Yeah, well, when you run, it's easier to hit your ass. I got your back now. Anyway, Afghanistan, thanks to Congress, 1,000 more Afghan interpreters will get U.S. visas this year. So we're bringing more Afghanis over here just to interpret their language. We got Iraq, Kurdish forces.
Well, honestly, I mean, if we could get any Americans to get in there and learn Arabic, we wouldn't need that. That's what a huge problem was when we first started going over there, is that we had no
what the hell they were talking
interpreters
about.
on the ground. We didn't know what the heck they were saying.
We've got Kurdish forces preparing to counterattack the Islam State. So that's in Iraq. So now, just to give you an idea what's going on over there now, we have Iraq getting ready to invade this one again. We've got Iran probably sitting there with their fingers on the trigger going, who can we get? Where can we
As soon
drop
as
the nuke?
Iran moves, Iraq's going to hit them. I don't think that's not going to happen. As soon as Iran moves, Iraq's going to
Well, Iran's got nukes, right?
Yeah, well, supposedly at this time, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah. But, I mean, the only thing keeping Iran out of Iraq, period, was the fact that Saddam Hussein had a fairly powerful army sitting there and was willing to fight back. They'd already been to war.
Do you remember when we were kids?
Saddam Hussein, I don't think it's too long.
Wait, was it Iran, Iraq, Iran?
Yeah.
And I put up my middle finger, sorry, Fields.
Yeah.
So anyway, Americas, we got unauthorized immigrants paid $100 billion into Social Security over the last decade.
Wow.
Which means basically what we were talking about, a bunch of illegal aliens. They've paid over $100 billion into Social Security, and we're still, kicking them out and so on and so forth. That's a real touchy subject. I don't even want to go back to that one. Let's see what else we got. Politics. The gun right advocates release open carry children's book. Huh?
What?
Two members of a Michigan gun rights advocacy group have written My Parents Open Carry, book for kids to carry handguns in public. Okay.
All right.
Does that have little pop-up pistols you can play with?
Yeah, right. It's a little pop-up cap gun. I'm not too sure. So we got defense and security. We're looking at the French are thinking about arming Europe instead of Russia.
Yeah,
well,
you would hope so.
Well, no, they have been cutting deals a lot with Russia and a lot of the Eastern European nations and stuff like that with military deals, so on and so forth.
That's always nice to know.
Yeah, that's
now we have them going to go poo-poo on us again.
I heard China and Russia were joining together.
They are.
Well, yeah, that's actually been going on for a long time. China and Russia have had a mutual protection treaty for, 15 years now, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, we talked about that in that one show we did.
They've had a mutual protection treaty for a long time.
Yep.
Long time.
And let's not forget that they're both allied with North Korea.
See them protect themselves.
Are they?
Ebola.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, they're both allied.
Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman going to come get us.
The problem wasn't the Korean War, is we honestly believe that a lot of the forces we were fighting were Chinese armed with the Russian AK-47.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was just so many of them, and they never stopped coming in waves, no matter how much we napalmed and bombed.
I got a buddy of mine who's Vietnamese. His family's Vietnamese, and his mother's grandmother and all of that was over there through it. I've talked to him a few times. He was telling me that it was weird shit going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Crazy things. Our soldiers were not exactly professionals. But on that note, Europe. We got banks are targeting British Muslim organizations. Well,
Look
ever since 9/11,
banks are targeting?
well,
That mean-
because these Muslim organizations are over there funding organizations that the international community find.
To be terrorist organizations.
Thank you. Yeah. So now they're finally, Europe's finally
Seizing those accounts.
taking the money and hopefully doing something good with it. But I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
I doubt it. Let's see. Crime and drugs. That's always a good one. Crime and drugs. With no monitoring program, Missouri is having. So Missouri's turning into the new pill mill state because there's no monitoring for it. So for all you dirtbag pill heads down here in Florida, move to Missouri.
Well, it sounds like the old RX has targeted another state.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yep.
'Cause I know they got Florida good. Boy.
Listen, let's talk about that for a sec.
They probably locked in some
you
laws to
got,
protect them.
we got our military, our military. Might as well be our military. You got our police locking people up for simple marijuana charges, things of that nature. But yet you got 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, all the way up carrying around these legal barbiturates, legal opiates, and the freaking doctors are just writing prescriptions like you go to CVS and pick up a pack of Pez candy. I had a buddy of mine that overdosed, and now of course he overdosed. It was his own fault. But if the doctor didn't enable him with the master bottle of Percocets, 1,000 a month, 3,000 a month, whatever he was giving him, he wouldn't have had access to it.
That sounds like an awful lot of Tylenol to begin with Percocet.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just didn't upgrade him to the powerful stuff that's on the streets
I don't know
right
if they're
now.
Percocets or Percodans. They were Perca something.
Well, any of those types, you see those big horse pills, that's almost
Oh,
all
yeah.
Tylenol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of people having kidney problems and stuff
Yeah,
like
'cause
that
that
over
shit
the amount of
shuts
Tylenol
down your
that's in the
livers, shuts
system.
down your
Yeah.
kidney. Speaking of Tylenol, you know you can give Tylenol to a dog, make them feel better. Don't ever do it to a cat.
No.
Shuts their liver down, dead.
Yeah, it's
Mikey, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Look, his cat wasn't feeling good, and he had this big, giant cat. He was huge, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't feeling good. And when I was a kid, we used to give the dog Tylenol when the kid wasn't feeling good. I had no idea that if you give Tylenol to a cat, it shuts its liver down. Oh, my God. I got a frantic call the next morning. My buddy screaming. And I felt terrible because I love cats.
Right.
Yeah, it was horrible. Took him to the vet, and the vet was like, no compassion. They're like, well, can we cut his head off and do testing? You want to do what?
Wow.
What?
Right? You're going to ask me now? I'm still grieving this, man.
Okay.
At least tell me you're going to burn them. And
Yeah, just don't do it. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Just do
Right.
it. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right, so where we at in the news here, guys? Where we at? Paul, you want to get some...
Well, I don't know. We got Tampa Bay area. I guess big headline was 5 insurance companies are raising their costs on healthcare insurance, while 3 are only lowering their prices in cooperation with the Low Healthcare Act.
Really?
Yeah. 5 of them are raising their prices.
Lovely.
So they're ignoring the Low Health Care Act?
Yeah, basically.
So what happens to them? Nothing? They don't
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, yeah.
Well, I can't do anything.
No.
Well, exactly. I mean, we go in there and we get arrested.
Yeah,
So-
I'm a terrorist.
yeah, where
that's
you're a
like-
terrorist, you'll probably
Yeah.
be a militia nut job or something. You know what I mean? They'll wrap you all up with a good story and tag you, that's for sure. But I mean, really, we're not going to do nothing, and the government isn't going to do anything either, and that's the point they're proving. No, we're not going to follow your law, and what are you going to do about it?
We have your favorite person calling in. I don't know if I'm in the mood for him this morning. Brooksville Bob is on the line here, but I'm just going to let it ring. I don't want to talk to him yet. I know you can hear me, Bob, so screw him for a little while. That ought to piss him off. So how are we doing weather-wise here in Tampa? Is it hot and shitty today?
Oh, yeah, hot and shitty as usual. Nothing on the radar yet as far as looks like storms, but if you're, in this area, sometime today there's going to be a thunderstorm in your area. It's going to happen.
Basically,
Look,
yeah.
right
If you live
now-
in Florida, guys, sometime, somewhere, somehow,
Sometime
close to
in
you,
afternoon,
down the
2 or
road,
4
across the
o'clock
street
somewhere.
even, it's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain. It's going to be hot, and it's going to rain.
It's beautiful right now.
It's
75
gorgeous right
degrees.
now. Here, let me see the cameras
but
outside.
it's not going to last.
Yeah, we got cameras outside the studio. I'm looking at the one mounted on the roof, and yeah, it's
But
absolutely
today,
gorgeous out.
50%
And
chance of rain.
Oh yeah, it's today.
Temperature here.
50% chance of rain. Like I said, yeah, it's going to
Oh,
rain
so-
anywhere you're at. That's why I did.
no, it's actually nice out. It's only 74 degrees out right now.
Later.
Oh, Oh yeah, well,
It's gonna be hot,
Yeah,
muggy.
yeah. Add like 30 degrees to that for later.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Isn't that funny, man? We wake up in the morning, we're in the mid 60s.
Oh yeah, because we got
low
that nice
70s.
coastal breeze, but that's the same problem with
Yeah.
all the rain. Is we're surrounded by water this state, and every time it gets hotter than hell out there,
You know what I
the
like
humidity
this?
builds, and we get a thunderstorm.
In the middle of the winter time, when everybody's up north freezing their ass off, I love to call them up, take pictures of me hanging out in the sun at the beach, shit like that. Be like, hey, what are you guys doing? Especially my buddy up there. I'll call him up, be like, hey, bro, what are you doing? He'll be sending me pictures of the snow. I'll send him pictures back of Florida snow.
Us at the
It's-
water park.
Yeah.
Florida snow is rain. I don't know if you guys realize that. It
Yeah.
snows here in Florida all the time. It just does it in the form of rain. But yeah,
Well, we have had snow. Time. Wasn't
I've
it a
seen
couple
it.
winters back? Like only like 7 or 8
I've seen a
winters
lot
ago,
of
we
snow
had
here
a
in
lot
Florida.
of
It's
snow
just
come
not
as far down as
kinda
Citrus. They were building snow back.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of snow here in Florida, but
Oh yeah, well,
just not the type
that's
of.
that year round.
Yeah, it's just-
That's a year round delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, Florida, I think, is like the
Snow sign
it's
state.
the smuggling capital of the world.
Oh,
supposed
right.
to be, is the
Yo,
state
listen,
of
I know a
Florida.
couple of the cocaine cowboys.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, how could you not run into one? I mean, if you
Yeah.
ever went out into a club or anything in the
You
state
ran
of
into one
Florida,
and
you
eventually
most
did it,
likely
yeah.
ran into somebody who has a line behind who knows if somebody who's bringing cocaine into this state.
Right. So, check it out, guys. I watch. I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of reality TV. I hate true TV. I hate the channels that say that all their shows are real and you can tell how fake it is. So I don't watch that garbage. But as far as like Discovery Channel and all of that, I love watching those channels. The one thing that my wife has now got
The
me
animals
watching,
having sex.
huh?
Said it's the animals having sex.
Oh yeah, well.
I usually watch Discovery Science. That and History Channel tend to
Yeah.
get me wrapped
Yep.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were watching. Like I said, I was watching one the other day, and it was pretty neat because there was a monkey
See?
and a lion, and they were playing. Babies, they were playing. Well, oh no, it was a warthog. It was a baby warthog, and I saw a video of it on the internet shortly
So
after.
Rafiki and Pumbaa were
That's the
playing.
first thing I thought of, man. I just wanted to start singing that song. Well, I forget how it went down, but all of a sudden something spooked the monkey and the warthog. The monkey jumped on the warthog's back, and the warthog hauled ass with the monkey on his back.
Nice.
It was the coolest looking thing I've seen, man. Yep. And all I could think of was Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
Right?
What a
Yeah.
wonderful thing. That's all I thought about was him standing on his back going, dun, 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 dun. All right, I'll stop. Well, I won't be doing stuff like that when we have the cameras in here, you know that. You ain't getting me up to dancing.
Right. It's amazing though how they're sitting there working together in the wild.
Oh,
And
it's
that's just something
hilarious.
we draw in our cartoon movies. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I saw another one last night where it was an orangutan or one of the smaller monkeys.
Yeah, well,
and a
orangutan
dingo.
is one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, a dingo playing, a baby dingo. Just the dogs.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
What are they?
Yeah,
Australian.
Australian
Yeah.
Shepherd.
Just playing.
Dog, yeah.
Yeah, just playing. Wild monkey, domesticated dingo, just hanging
playing.
out, chilling. Yeah, it was pretty neat. I like shit like that. And then you got let's see what else. Michelle's got me into damn America's Got Talent.
I don't watch any of
Well,
those
Mel
shows.
B's hot, dude. That's all I got to say. Every time she stands up and shows her ass, she's hot. Dude.
I just can't get through any of those reality TV type shows.
You don't like those?
I just no.
America's Got Talent ain't bad, but you got to remember Howard Stern's on it.
Okay, well, American, I'm not sure what they got with their addiction with reality TV, but
It's certainly not talent.
it's certainly not talent, and it certainly is annoying, and it makes me actually question the intelligence level of our general population. The fact that these shows are so popular, they just not enough drama in their
Look
own
at-
life.
Yeah, look at True TV, bro. Like I was saying, True
Right.
TV, and that one towing show. And I'm not going to mention its name because
Oh,
it really
yeah.
sucks. But
Yeah.
Limp Dick Towing.
Yeah,
I mean,
something
come on.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't say it for real, but
Yeah.
that guy is. I mean, I would just love to take one of the chains off the back of his truck and smack him in the head with it. You know what I mean? He'd probably kick the shit out of me because he's a big dude.
Oh, I don't
But I
know
bet
if
you I
I'd
can
let him
outrun
get
him.
that. I bet you I wouldn't let him get that far. They
bet you I
think
can run
it's
faster.
all that. But
Listen, the
bigger they
first thing
are,
you learn coming
come
from
up
where
on
I
me like
come
that.
from is how to run.
Yep.
That's the first thing they teach you.
top
Oh,
fences.
let's go back to these America's Got Talent shows and all that. How many
Go ahead.
foreigners do you see in these American
You
shows?
just said something the other day. Who was it, Felicia? We were sitting there.
It was me. And
Was it? He's like, they're not American. He says, that's not an American.
Well, it's you got to figure a lot of people here are here as American citizens with visas and whatnot that are not from here.
I don't like